it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, an NFC battle in store for us. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears.
2025 Chicago Bears.
Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Tyler Scott now to return it. Juking the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency. Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Hey, we gotta push it up, we gotta push it up, we gotta push it up.
Working from the gun, Williams. It's caught by Burden. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Williams with the sneak. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's a short gain of 1. And that's a Chicago first down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
First down, here's Swift. Has a lane inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
For another Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
All set up now for first and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They'll run it with Swift. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach and play caller. And at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it. We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Draw play. This is Williams. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on first. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Offense marching it downfield on their opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 47. Up the gut they go with Williams. And no question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling like a great boxer. You never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. First down, here's Dak. That's caught by Williams. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Second down now, 7 to go. On the give, it's Sanders. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 14.
Really 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
Straight ahead with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun is Prescott. That's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Hand off running right. Here's Swift. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at third and still 10 here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Like, turn them against their own team. Or quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur and we might even hear a few boo birds.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Buckus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Hits him on the in route. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Prescott here from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Cowboys butting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Stepping up, and he's going to run. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now here's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
I I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On play action, Williams. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. To throw, Williams. It's on target to Moore. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Running with Swift out of the gun. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop.
Kaiir Elam. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Going to run again with Swift. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Now Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Prescott takes off with it. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. To throw, Prescott. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, You love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, and you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Throw on third down. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cowboys.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Cowboys looking for a bigger lead before the break. New set of downs for him at the 38. They go with Williams on the counter. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
All right, here we go, second down. Dak now from the gun. Gets everything he has under this throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So now it's going to be third and long.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And this is going to be fourth down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east to west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. You got to be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Running it after the penalty. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. Brings up second down.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. From the 19. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
14. Bears nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bears going on offense here late in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun, Williams has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Second down at the 35-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Continuing to move past the 45. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
A gain of 10
The Bears
yards.
going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this
First
half.
and 10 at the 47-yard
Time and again,
line.
receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Williams on 1st down. Steps up and he's running with it. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
2nd and 6 coming up here. One final shot before the half. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Jukes one defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Dak. Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they keep possession. Well, it was a very positive play to scoop up that fumble, but boy, he paid the price. He's hurt on the play and receiving some attention now. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. Chicago getting set to take the field now.
At their own 28-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
First down, Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Williams on the play action. Oh, look at this, here he goes.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
27-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running for it, it's Swift. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Santos' kick is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Cowboys about set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. Taken in over the middle by Pickens. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third and just 2 to go. Handoff here to Sanders. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15. And a a Cowboy first down.
Can't we score? Son más malos que el veneno. Teamwork.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Dak off the play fake. That's caught by Williams. Down to the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Williams crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-possession game. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18.
Bears 3.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Williams. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Williams set to pass. That finds Kmet downfield. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
A gain of 36 yards. That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, Williams to throw. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, here's Swift. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Deron Bland.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. A draw now. This is Swift. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. An injury removes Swift from this game. And filling the void left by his departure is Roschon Johnson. Third down, here's Williams. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This from 35 yards away. Santos' kick is good, and that lowers the deficit to 15.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Has this at the 6. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on first and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for second and long.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Sanders on the shotgun handoff. And second down only works out for a yard. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
This is the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Dak now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the the 40-yard line before he stopped. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
First down, Dallas.
I like crossing routes versus zone coverage, but man, do I love crossing routes versus man-to-man. So hard on those defenders to stick with those receivers all the way across the field. Even for the best athletes at that position, those throws are almost impossible to stop.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Dak to the air here. Screen here for Williams. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on second down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Prescott here from the gun. Delivers another one to Williams. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Ryan Anger, the one to send it away. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Throwing the out route complete. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. At the gun, here's Williams. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throw on 3rd down. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's second down.
Edwards on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up second down at the Bears' 34-yard line.
right along the 30.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cowboys.
Pitch it out to him. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Hey, Kate, I think you and I have done this long enough to know that most of these offensive coordinators like to throw the ball in the NFL. They don't love calling run plays, and when one goes backwards, I can promise you we're going to see the ball in the air even more.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. It is caught left side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. From the gun is Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through, and it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Here's Duvernay on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears about set for their next possession. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Williams. Brought in right side by Moore. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That's one he knows he should have had. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. To the air yet again, Williams. That's cut beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
First down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Williams again. That finds Komet downfield. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
1st down throw by Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Williams from the gun. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears make it an 11-point ball game.
Cowboys 24, Bears 13.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They send the tight end in motion left. Straight ahead with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another run for Williams. And they will only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Prescott set to pass. He's got it, complete to Pickett. And he has the Cowboys' 1st down, Brock, and that should clinch this win for him. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Up they go with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
At the 19-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Dak off the play fake. This one's caught. And he's going to go out of bounds with close to enough for the 1st. But he is marked short, so it is 4th down and less than a yard.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Aubrey puts it through. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a 1st down. So yes, indeed, that is being confirmed, partner. They just said no to the penalty. What's going on?
I tell you what, Kate, if they don't want the free yards, you and I know 31 other offenses in the league who'd be happy to take them right now.
No doubt about that. Scott now to return. This makes it up to the 25. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. 1st down, Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
1st down, Williams to throw. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Williams. To the middle, then snared by Burden. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. We come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be, but even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Chicago.